A MAGA congressman is facing some major backlash following a nasty breakup of sorts, one that revealed he was actually married while courting a new girlfriend, and that he threatened to release sex tapes of the two together should his new girlfriend try to leave him. Have some hand sanitizer on hand, folks. This one is dirty. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. Have you ever noticed that MAGA world has a real problem with sex offenders? Not that MAGA has a problem with sex offenders existing, mind you. They have a problem with joining up with sex offenders. Consider, Madison Cawthorn, the neo-Nazi congressman who faked his biography, was known to harass women and lost re-election after it was revealed he had a sexual relationship with a male staffer. Or then there was James Taylor, a Fort Pierce, Florida city commissioner and self-identified MAGA Republican who was accused of sending sexually explicit photos to a 12-year-old girl and resigned after his arrest. And who could forget? Donald Trump himself, a man convicted of sexual assault and who loved to hang out with the world's famous human trafficker, Jeffrey Epstein. And all of this says nothing of the cadre of pastors and other self-styled MAGA holy men accused of similar behavior. See our other videos for more on that. But suffice it to say, a movement that holds Donald Trump in high regard is going to attract similar minds. Like Representative Corey Mills. The Florida congressman and self-styled MAGA outsider is facing some pretty nasty accusations from his ex-girlfriend.
U.S. Congressman Corey Mills avoided questions Friday after testifying in his restraining order hearing in Columbia County. His ex-girlfriend, the current Miss United States, Lindsay Langston, has asked a judge for the protection from him.
Lindsay Brianne Langston.
In court, she testified she asked Mills directly at least 11 times to leave her alone after they broke up in February before filing the restraining order in August. Langston cried as she told the judge Mills threatened violence towards new love interests from April to June and threatened to leak nude pictures and videos of her to jeopardize her title if they didn't make up.
Please help me because I don't know what to do and I'm scared.
Langston also described a social media video she says Mills sent her discussing violence and revenge.
My boyfriend will kill you while I watch, so go away. I was scared. I took it as threatening.
Langston says she was so stressed she needed a therapist and they prescribed her Xanax and Lexapro to cope. But during cross-examination, Mills' attorney questioned why Langston didn't immediately go to law enforcement. She said,
I didn't want to face any backlash for coming forward.
The couple broke up in February after Mills made headlines for allegedly assaulting a woman in D.C. who also claimed to be his girlfriend.
Corey Lee Mills.
In court Friday, Mills testified he no longer had the explicit videos they shared because his phone broke. He says the videos he referenced in their messages were proof that Langston actually cheated on him.
Okay, so a fair warning, everybody. This one gets grosser and more satisfying, so don't go away. And just to recap, Miss USA Lindsay Langston tried to dump Mills after he was accused of domestic violence against another woman. There was the fact that he was actually married when Mills dated Langston too, something she didn't know at the time. And he threatened her with a leaked sex tape. Such a chivalrous, masculine, upstanding man, that Corey Mills. Well, now, a judge has finally ruled on Langston's proposed restraining order, and it looks like Corey Mills is the one with his job on the line. Take a look.
Now, more breaking news. We just found out a judge has ordered Republican Congressman Corey Mills to stay away from his former girlfriend.
Mills had been dating Lindsay Langston, the 2025 Miss United States and a Republican state committee woman in Florida. But she broke off the relationship in February after she learned Mills was accused of assaulting another girlfriend in D.C. She filed for the restraining order when she says Mills started threatening to share nude photos and videos with others and allegedly threatened her future boyfriends. The protection order is in effect until January 1st, but may be extended.
So, a victory for Lindsay Langston and a restraining order for Corey Mills. But wait, it gets better. Taking to Twitter this morning following the judge's ruling, Langston's attorney Bobby Frank said her client hoped Mills would be removed from Congress. Posting on Twitter, Frank wrote, quote, I hope to see both parties come together and excuse Mr. Mills from public office. This is not a Republican or a Democrat issue. Quite frankly, I think Mr. Mills needs to stop aligning himself and each of his public statements with our president, President Trump, and trying to persuade the masses that this is just a political hit campaign on him. close quote. She added, quote, "It's clear as day Corey Mills is synonymous with the unethical behavior. This is not an isolated incident," close quote. Frank further added that she hopes for the House Ethics Committee to investigate Mills' conduct and that he will be removed from Congress. You will also be happy to know that in a separate statement, Lindsay Langston said she felt relieved and ready to live her life again. So it's good to know that even in an era as corrupt as Trump 2.0, the justice system can still work. Now, the real question becomes, will House Speaker Mike Tiny Johnson actually encourage an ethics investigation into a man who has done such vile things, or will he turn a blind eye the way he has with Trump and so many others, all in service of remaining in power? Stay tuned, folks. This story isn't over yet. Personally, I think the whole country could use a restraining order against Corey Mills. Just keep this case in mind before anyone asks you to make some home videos. This is Occupy Democrats.